Hey guys, it's Q with QLovesHair, and today's video we are going from inspiration to reality. So stay tuned because that transformation happens right after this. So we're going to get right into it with our sectioning. We have 4 quadrants parting from front of the head to the nape and from ear to ear, giving you 4 quadrants. And then we're going to section out the perimeter of each quadrant because that's the most sensitive part of the hair and we don't want any breakage. That remaining hair is going to be placed into 4 ponytails. The next thing we're going to do is determine our sections for the bleaching service. Since we are doing fashion colors, bleaching is a must, and I'm going to use the back combing technique to separate the parts of the hair that I want to lighten up. Now, please note that I said back combing, not teasing. Back combing is when you simply use a comb to push the hair back gently in sections. Trust me, you do not want to tease because there will come a time when you have to wash this stuff out, and if you tease versus back comb, you're going to have a serious problem. Now we're going to apply lightener to each section that we have back combed. When you are using lightener, first of all, you want to make sure that you have a really good consistency. You don't want it too runny and you don't want it too thick. The one thing you want to ensure is saturation. So make sure that each section is completely covered. One thing to learn about bleach, if you don't put it on the hair, it will not lighten there. So make sure you saturate, and saturate. Note that I am using foil because I don't want the product to dry out. When you're using bleach or lightener, once that product dries out, then it will stop working. I need optimum lift, so I'm going to place each of these sections in foil. So now we're just going to let her process the recommended time, and since we are using fashion colors, we are looking for a certain level of lightness. One thing to remember when you're using fashion colors is the brighter or the lighter the lift, the brighter your fashion color. So if you're using a purple, blue, green, your darker colors, you don't necessarily have to lift her as high as I lifted this client. But if you want yellows, pastels, those types of colors, then you absolutely have to get a higher level of lift. Okay, so now it's time to apply our fashion colors. This is the fun part. I am using a green, a sea green, and a yellow. The green is the darkest color. It's going to be closest to her darkest color, her natural color, which is a level 2. And then I'm going to use the sea green in the middle, which is going to be a beautiful blend between the dark green and the yellow on the ends. Just know that there is no right or wrong way to apply your fashion colors. Just make sure it's completely saturated. Make sure to really blend those lines. When you're going from one color to the next, really be sure to blend the lines. And just another tip, sometimes I go up even further with my brightest color because I want to make sure there's a really nice blend between the 2 colors. So if you'll look, I'm giving my yellow color a little bit more leeway because I know that it can easily be overpowered by the darker color on top. So make sure you really blend those lines because what you see as you're applying is what you're going to get in the end. So I'm going to use a different technique in the front of the head, and that is using a board. The board is my preferred method because it allows you to really get the color saturated. So you're really able to push the product deeper into the hair, and the better your application, the better the longevity of the fashion color. You know, fashion colors, they bleed out. They're semi-permanent colors in most cases, and they do wash out easily. Also because the hair is quite porous, due to the fact that you did use bleach to lighten it up. So give it any reason in the world to come out and it will. So when you're applying your fashion color, think about where you want the hair to fall. What do you want accented? I'm doing 3 solid strands of each color because I do want those nice long points just to break up the pattern, but then I go right back to what I was doing before. So we're just going to keep applying and blending, 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 and we're going to do it on both sides and let it process. Processing times can vary, so make sure to follow the manufacturer's instructions each time. So she is ready, and as soon as the camera gets focused, there it is. Okay. Beautiful, vibrant, blended tones. Now we're going to blow dry her hair, flat iron her hair, give her a trim, of course, and send her out the door looking amazing. So we're just going to put it in slow-mo so you can appreciate the beauty of this color. I love how this turned out. I love the fusion of the colors. I love how blended it looks. I love how healthy it looks. I could do this all day. So satisfying. Now we're going to add just a few curls using our big barrel iron. And honestly, that's just for drama and effect, because this hair is too beautiful, honey, to not have a little bit more of that. And mama likes the curls too. Well, we're almost done, and thank you for letting me share my take on inspiration meets reality. I really hope you enjoyed it. But can we take a moment of silence for this beautiful head of hair? Amen. Well, that's all for me. This is Q with QLovesHair telling you to take care of what you love. Until next time.